Hi, this is Angie at Gardenside Cottage, and today I had to get outside because I am so happy. I am so happy I can't even, my heart is jumping for joy because it is so beautiful outside. So I just wanted to share some of the garden with you. This is the garden part of Gardenside Cottage. And here is a pot I am working on, and it's a little spindly, and the squirrels have dug in it. I am so mad. Every year we go through this. So the plants suffer a little when they get dug on all the time, but I digress. Just showing the purple and yellow color scheme I want to do in the front. I'm going to show you real quick the embarrassment of the daffodil foliage. I shared that in another video. My battle is real with that. Oh, such a mess. But anyway, my job here is to help inspire you, so I gotta quit belly aching. This year I want to do more perennials in pots. That's what the hosta and the corabelle is in that pot there, because instead of spending a lot of money on annuals. So I like that look, so I'm going to try to do that more. Anyway, I have to share the beauty. I did share this a little bit with my purple pansies over here. And again, that purple disappears until you get up closer, and then it's so gorgeous. And then I have to fill that little basket there on the table. So, oh, there's a slight breeze, but not a wind. I try to do my garden in zones, and I shared that last year, I believe. This is kind of my arty weird zone, where I stick to blues, but you know, the strange cat planter, a crown, it's just kind of my art corner. And this needs painted again, this wire bench, a little succulent garden. Isn't that cute? The succulents were in the greenhouse and they've suffered a little, but then for depth I put a planter back there, and then I usually put something in the bird bath, some fern or something, because it's ugly. This is also the butterfly corner, so you see my butterfly ornament and a little butterfly down there. And it's fun when I have kids here, I'll ask them can you find a butterfly here? Can you see something, a treasure? There's another butterfly thing. So I do group what I have. This was wintered over. Then this is kind of, I don't know, I have all this yard art, and I do call this a junk art garden. And I just did that today. I don't know. I'm moving stuff around. Of course, there's an empty pot full of potential. That's what I say. I wish you could have seen when this was all blue. I shared this plant here. It was so wonderful. And then it flowed into the blue ajuga. And then there's blue down there. It was just so gorgeous. But as always, gardens evolve and change. And here's some ajuga that's not where it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be back there around, you know, it was supposed to fill this out. I don't know how that happens, but anyway, I'll have to move it. So this is such a beginning stage. Please don't think I'm going to keep the garden this way. I have work to do. This wintered over in my color scheme of purples with, what is that? Heliotrope, I believe. So, yeah, it needs watered, I think. And I always hesitate to bring them out because they do kind of have to adjust. I need to straighten this. This is my chandelier of the garden. I need to fix some blue yard art. Sorry, that's the neighbors over there, but the Japanese maple needs a haircut. It's kind of shaggy, needs formed and compacted down a little. because this is my red garden back here. Some geraniums and things that wintered over. You know, I'm waiting for things to get going still. This is a mess, isn't it? But my cat Lily, we love her so much, and we want her to stay in the yard, but she doesn't always want to. But if it's jungly, she'll stay. So we're gonna kind of let this be jungly, if I can stand it, in attempts to get Lily to stay here and not go to the neighbor's jungle. Which isn't hard to do, you may say, because it looks like a jungle mess here. This is going to be my hippie garden. I'm going to do a hippie garden with bottles there and color. This will be all the yellows and oranges, because in the other beds I try to stick to blues and purples. But yellow's a good addition because it makes things pop. So those are all new purchases, and the squirrels dug in that too, and I had to fix it this morning. That wintered, that Pennyroyal or whatever that's called. And I know you can put mothballs. I've done nets in, they said put netting in your plants, they don't like it. I've done mothballs. I've done shards of glass. I've done lots of things, but they still find a way. The squirrels. Anyway, I do want to get this garden in order. It does have cat mint for Lily. It needs trimmed already. That will be blue, of course, when it blooms, but I won't let that bloom for a while. Sorry to show you this, but picture it all in yellows and oranges, the hippie garden. And I do hang all along the eaves there. You can't really see them right now. I've had some blow down. I've got to rehang them. Little yard art, as I like to call it. And this kind of gives me a hippie vibe, this yellow lantern there. And all of this stuff is thrifted or gifts. Moving things out, wintered over gems here. This is a lantana. I think it's an orange and yellow combo. This is wintered over, and I don't know what it is. But I'll just wait and see. A little garden surprise. Succulents that were wintered, and this is my little kaleidoscope, or what do you call this? Collage of succulents and little gems. Anytime I find something kind of weird in the yard, I'll put it in there. Here's a little Asian thing I'm trying. I'm going to do some grasses in pots. I think that's more of a, we visited Japanese tea garden, and I will never forget that, and I love that look. And then this little plant, I'm going to try to do that, because the pottery, this pottery down below doesn't have a drain, but if I could keep kind of like a little water feature in a way. So I'm going to try it. And then over here, another mess. Why am I showing this? I don't even know. I am going to, we're going to extend this kind of patio to the house there and put a little bistro set here. I like to set at a big picnic table, but in the evening it's so hot, and my husband does not like heat, and I know this will be shaded by then, and I'm like, well, let's make a little area to set with a table for the evening time. So it'll be kind of like a little French bistro here, but I've got to move some things, and that's why it's a mess. But, and I probably would drive people nuts if you saw how I start something and then, you know, here's a shovel, and I'm sorry for sharing, but maybe you can identify with me. Maybe that's kind of how you are, because it's so exciting. I want to do it all. Here, I got to show you this. Come here. It just got planted in, but some lobelia. I love this stuff. It's a kind of fragile thing. I bought it in a 6-pack, And I told myself, don't do that. You should just buy the bigger, like, proven winner plants, because these are so leggy at the bottom, and you got to shove them in good to get them going, and then you kind of rough them up. And they don't usually make it through the whole summer for me anyway. The bigger proven winner ones do, just these little ones. But for now, oh, this little, I think it's a maidenhair fern. I wintered it over in this greenhouse, which I won't show you that. I mean, someday I will, once I clean it. All right, that's it for now. Just had to share my excitement. I hope you are having good weather where you are. Oh, this garden is going to be more whites and kind of copper. Begonias, I don't love them, but because of my shade, I have a lot of shade. They do well for me in the dappled shade. But I do tend to like the bronzer foliage, and that was wintered in the greenhouse. So anyway, I gotta write down what I need to buy and keep to my color schemes. Like I said, this is a white, gonna be a white, blue, and kind of copper colored area. And then this is my pinks and purples. I can throw a little color in there because that's the artist corner. All right, anyway, I hope you have a great day. Sorry if I swung too fast. Thanks for stopping by. I will continue to share my garden with you because it's a passion of mine. Anyway, have a great day. Bye now.